Libra, how you doing? This is your 2021 forecast. All right, and the big news of the year is the square that has Uranus and Taurus squaring off with Saturn in Aquarius. And it is strongest February through July and at the end of the year, November, December. But we're going to be under this influence of this square, which causes conflict and rifts and tension is what a square does. So it's going to cause that all year long. But this isn't a negative bad thing because conflict causes people to grow. And that is what this year is about, okay? It's a growth year. Yay, don't we love those? I mean, they're great at the end, but they're kind of not so fun to go through, okay? So this year, your main theme, what this square is gonna ask of you is to ask yourself, how do you love yourself, okay? How do you love yourself, Libra? What do you do for yourself, right? Okay. And that is what I see for you this year for your theme, is you're breaking the chains of your own fear and you're helping self instead of other a little bit more. You're gonna put the focus back on you and say, I've kind of been neglecting the places I need to change. I need to shine the light on. I've been neglecting these things, right? So you're gonna pull back a little bit this year, and that's gonna be a struggle for you, right? Because you wanna give help and save the world. And now the world is asking you to save yourself, okay? Mars moved into your 8th house, January 7th. And so there's been a lot of focus on endings and beginnings. It's the inheritance house. It's a house where you tie things up and you also start things, right? Ends and beginnings, stuff like that. You're going to be very energized with finances this year. So you know what? If something comes across, I'm not saying go out and search, but if something comes to you, that's a good sign that maybe you should go for it, okay? Break out of these stagnant cycles with finances. Everything doesn't have to be perfect and safe and carry over exactly to $1. You can break out a little bit and breathe a little bit and get a little space. Let go a little bit this year, okay, Libras? Let go a little bit. May 15th through summer, Jupiter is going to influence you to find your inner child, okay? It's going to ask you to make new relationships, to have some fun, okay? Just put your feet in the mud and throw caution to the wind. Jupiter's asking you to renew that in yourself. Find that imaginative, fun person that liked to play. Sometimes it isn't all about the deep work. Sometimes we got to pull back. Libra, you're going to let loose, let go, have some fun, find your inner child, right? But do the inner work by turning everything on self and seeing what you have been neglecting. If you are looking to conceive children this year, the summer is a great time for Libras to conceive, just to let you know, just in case. So the summer is good for financial investments, conceiving children, and intuitive downloads. Have fun with that. The eclipses this year, May 29th is the lunar and June 10th is the new moon solar. And these are gonna focus for you on quiet time to go inside. It almost feels like a walkabout of sorts. Maybe you'll get on a plane and fly to Australia and do a walkabout, I don't know. But that's kind of how it feels. It feels like you're gonna go in under these eclipses. It's gonna be more shadow work to do. So this brings you to almost halfway through the year, those mid-year eclipses, right? And so it's going to be a self-reflection time for you to see what work you've done and what more work you need to do and what you need to do that. The lunar eclipse at the end of the year, November 19th, is in your 8th house, and the solar eclipse, December 4th, is in your 3rd house. These are a nice combination because, again, the 8th house is the inheritance house. It is where things end and new beginnings, and your 3rd house really is a representation of new community, finding your tribe you vibe with. So it seems that those two eclipses are also working in conjunction together, right, for your betterment. So pay attention to anything you need to tie up. This is at the end of the year that these things need to end and these beginnings need to continue into 2022 to be built on. All right, so a really good year for Libras to let go and let God. This year, it's all about charity to self. Again, Mars and Rahu, they collide in your 8th house, representing endings and beginnings. And Mars and Rahu collide February 22nd through April 13th. So again, we just see this theme for Libras, right? Endings, beginnings, shifts. What do you need to clear out? What do you need to go through? What do you need to look at? And then close the book on. Now, it's looked so good financially for you Libras all year, but K2 is in your second house this year, all year long, which shows money that's gone out. It's going out, it's going out, it's going out too quickly. Okay, so maybe this is something that's already happened. Maybe this is something you're struggling with now. Trying to slow down with your spending. Just because it's coming in, maybe you shouldn't put so much out. It's a really good warning for you to say, hey, if you're gonna have this great financial luck this year, then hold on to it a little bit. Don't be so impulsive with it, okay? Okay, all right, Libras, that's what I have for you. It's a year about growth, growing the family, growing your perceptions, growing your beliefs. It's a year about movement of your household, restructuring all around what you want, about your needs, charity to self first, right? And it's just a common theme. You're going to put an end to stretching yourself so thin and ignoring the things that you're ignoring that you need to see about yourself, all right? I hope you feel worthy and loved this year, Libra, and have a great 2021.